Right, so let's get painting. So I'm going to go with the blue mask, which is this one here, and we'll start working with that one. I'm going to give it a quick mix around just a few times, just so it's not settled too much at the bottom, because it goes a bit blue at the bottom otherwise. Kind of give it a light mix, not too much, otherwise it goes all bubbly, which is no good. So what we're going to do first is use a cocktail stick, just in the corner of the screen there, and you can draw very lightly, very fine lines. You imagine if you're going to do a background and you mask the outside or the outline of a bird or a dog, you can draw some very fine kind of hairs with a cocktail stick. Don't press on the paper too hard though, you just want to be skimming the paper. So you don't want to be damaging the paper, okay? Or use it for grass stems, anything like that really. So that's a cocktail stick. The ruling pen, so we'll just dip that into the masking fluid. Again, you can draw with a ruling pen. Okay. So you can do whatever you want with that. So I can put hi. So that's a ruling pen, which is quite handy as well. So you can get some nice kind of detail with a ruling pen. The other option is, by, as I mentioned, my big old brush here, which is this one here. So just dab that into there. Okay, look at the state of that. But it's worth saving them, it really is. And with that you can roll through the masking fluid and get all sorts of kind of textures and effects with that brush. Believe it or not, I know it sounds odd, but you can imagine the different textures you'll get through this. Because it's not even, it's not an even kind of material or anything. So, okay, so that's that one. I'm going to let that set on there as well. And the other one is the masking fluid brush, which is exactly the same as normal brush, a little bit stiffer bristles. But that one you could use normally when it's new, and you can get a nice fine point on there as well. Okay, so that basically is masking fluid, and that's how different methods you can use to apply it. They're the ones that I tend to adopt mostly, which is probably the cocktail stick, the ruling pen, and a smaller brush version of this really. But keep washing your brush out in between. Let the masking fluid set nice and hard. It will go tacky when it's done, so it'll be very tacky to touch when it's dry. And once you've painted over the top of that to reserve the white of the paper, let it set, let the paper completely bone dry for 2 or 3 hours at least before you go and pull the masking fluid off. If you don't, you could likely tear the paper. Right, so finally it's all nice and dry on there now. So the next stage is to remove the masking fluid. Okay, so let's just do that now. Make sure that your finger is nice and dry, so dry it on a bit of kitchen roll or whatever else. And start rolling off the masking fluid. Some people grab the edges and kind of tweeze it off like that if you want to. I prefer to kind of just roll it off gently. Plus also, if you're doing this on a painting, a very detailed painting, then you don't want to risk tearing the paper. So doing it gently like this, just barely touching the paper, just a little bit. And you can see the masking fluid coming off now. I think some people also call this drawing gum as well, don't they? So, and there we go. Is that all of it? Just about. A bit more there, look. Got to make sure that you get it all if you can. Because obviously when you go to paint over the top, you think, why is that paint not sticking? And there we go. So that's the masking fluid off, and you can see the benefits. Reserve the white of the paper. So at least then you can paint in all the lovely details inside that white area. And we'll see how it goes from there. Now this is that edging tape I put on, the masking tape. This is a good way of getting a nice kind of finished edge to a painting. So just quickly whip this off a minute. 2. And then you can grab it. My stumpy fingers. 3. And then finally, the last one was quite smart, that, didn't it? Finally, the last one. We'll take off the top one, and there we go. Right, so there you go. That's the masking fluid taken off. So as you can see, it kind of reserves the white of the paper, which is really good. And all these little details where you can paint the tiny details in with your fine brush, if you want to do hairs, anything like that as well. So well worth using if you want to reserve the whites of the paper. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's see what else we can do next.